What's up, Charlotte? This is Scott Jensen with Charlotte Stories. We are here for our first ever newscast. We're here at the corner of Trade and Tryon, and I am here with my good friend Amy Lambert. You are a public speaker, you've traveled the world, and we are friends. We've been friends for about 5 years, so we've done tons of stuff here in the city. We're going to talk about what's happened this past week and what's coming up this weekend.
Yeah, some pretty exciting things that we've reported on Charlotte Stories, and one of them is down in Carowinds. So it looks like Carowinds is getting ready to open up a new water park. And not just any water park, but it looks like it's the largest in the Carolinas and was just ranked top 10 in 2016.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're going to be getting people from all over the country that are like water park junkies coming to the city.
Exactly.
The other cool thing that's happening is the Foothills public shooting complex actually just opened yesterday. They had their grand opening out just west of Gastonia. So it's really close to Charlotte. If you're a gun lover, this is huge news. If you hate guns, you're going to be really mad because this was actually built by public funds. So it was about $3.5 million partnership between, what was the county name? Cleveland County. So it was a partnership between Cleveland County and the North Carolina Department of Wildlife, I believe. The Wildlife Commission, North Carolina Wildlife Commission.
Yeah.
So they partnered together to build it. But it's really cool. They have like 3 pistol ranges, they have a rifle range, they have a 3D archery range. They have an armory, they have a gift shop, and
Skeet shooting ranges.
oh yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, it looks like an awesome place.
Yeah.
And I know you and I, that's some of our fun times is to go to a shooting range.
Yeah, so we gotta check it out.
Gotta check it out.
Sweet.
Awesome.
So another crazy thing that just happened is down in York County, the York County Commission just put a freeze on all residential zoning. Basically all residential development, future residential development for the entire year of 2016. What that means is basically if you want to build another apartment complex or townhome complex, you can't. So really because of all the roads are getting so congested, I think, and all the infrastructure down there, they just put that freeze on. It's basically an ordinance which says that no residential rezoning can happen until 2017.
That's pretty crazy because I don't know about you and probably all of you guys out in Charlotte, but there is a mass amount of construction that is taking place no matter where you go in the city. Mm-hmm. And it looks like apartment complexes going up and just the traffic continues to get thicker and thicker. So, I mean, it's amazing that we are one of the fastest growing cities in the United States, but where does it end?
Yeah. And, I mean, if we're not building enough light rails in time and we're not building more roads, it's just going to get more and more crowded. So I guess we're going to see what happens down in Fort Mill over the next year, and we're going to see if Charlotte's going to have to implement something like that too to kind of put a freeze on all the development, because we're seeing what's happening in South End and NoDa, and it's insane.
Right. So speaking of developments in the city, didn't you have an opportunity to go down and check out the solar tree at the Duke Energy building?
Yeah, I actually checked it out. We got a video of that right here.
So that's a pretty cool thing, very interesting. It looks like they have Wi-Fi set up at this facility or at the tree, and also docks where people can go in and they can plug in their laptops, plug in their cell phones, and a couple benches there, which is, I guess it builds my curiosity as in who is going to be using the solar tree.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if it's going to be hogged by possibly homeless people all day long, or if business people are going to be using it to charge their cell phones.
Right.
When I went down there, I didn't see anybody using it. I was the only kind of crazy person that walked and sat on the bench. Sorry for saying crazy person. Duke Energy, it's awesome. We love it. Everybody check out the solar tree.
So it is, though, in full function, correct?
Yeah, it's working now.
Awesome. So if you get a chance, go down and take your electronics, plug them in, and see what you think about the solar tree.
Free power.
Free power.
And if you're going to a Panthers game, it's like right across the street from Panther Stadium.
Yeah. How many of you are out downtown and you get frustrated because your phone just died? Well, you can go plug it into the solar tree.
Absolutely. So, cool stuff. Also, this week I got a chance to interview Macon Dunnigan. We're actually right here behind us in the City Club, which is the #1 private club in the Southeast. In the building right behind us. It has an amazing view, 360 view of the whole city. It's 2 floors. But when I was there, I got to interview Macon Dunnigan, who is the honorary international ambassador to Tanzania to the United States for tourism. And I promise you, I butchered that title. So sorry, Macon, but it was really an honor to interview you. Guys, check out the video below. You can see the full the video. But basically, he's like building connections between Charlotte and Tanzania. So this week he met with the solar company in Charlotte, who's actually, they're building solar panels in Charlotte and they're installing them in Tanzania.
That's pretty amazing.
And the other cool thing is like he's getting the Tanzanian people to like love the Panthers, love the Hornets, so they're all wearing our t-shirts.
That's so cool.
So if you guys were like itching to climb Mount Kilimanjaro, look up Macon Dunnigan because he could hook you guys up. And apparently the other cool thing is Mount Kilimanjaro is the tallest mountain in Africa, but to go and to climb it, it's only like $3,000. But if you wanted to climb like Mount Everest, it's like $50,000.
Wow, that's really interesting information.
So fun fact, if you want to climb a mountain and you don't have a lot of money, go to Mount Kilimanjaro.
You know, I actually have a trip coming up to Sudan, South Sudan, in August. It'd be really interesting to go to Tanzania and see if people are rocking our Panthers gear.
Yeah, you got to bring a video.
That would be hilarious.
So I'm going to give Amy a camera, and when she goes to Africa, she's going to film all the Panther fans in Tanzania.
I'll take some with me also.
Awesome. Yeah, give them out to the people.
Yeah. So speaking of this weekend, what's going on in Charlotte this weekend, Scott?
Well, we got a bunch of festivals. So one of the big one that everybody's excited about is the Tuck Fest. Tuck Fest is happening at the Whitewater Center, just west of the city. And there's going to be everything the Whitewater Center normally offers, but then in addition, there's going to be food trucks, live music, bands, hanging out, but all the stuff the Whitewater Center has, which is like zip lining and mountain biking and whitewater rafting and whitewater kayaking, and pretty much it's going to be insane. What's the weather going to be like though? Is it going to be good for the Tuck Fest?
You know, I checked it out because I'm a huge concert junkie, and I looked at the event, and you know, it's really cool because even if you're not participating in the Tuck Fest, if you want to just come and check it out and just be an observer for that, the only thing you have to pay for is parking. But I did see that there's like an 80% chance of rain, so maybe you want to bring your umbrella or bring the sombrero or whatever you want to bring to make sure that you stay dry.
All weekends?
No, the whole weekend doesn't look bad. It just looks like that Friday had an 80% chance of rain, but the rest of the weekend looks great.
All right, so you don't have to bring the poncho and rain jacket on Saturday and Sunday, I guess, if you're going out there.
Right.
Cool.
And also, I thought it was pretty awesome that there's going to be some Top Fuel drag races up in Concord.
Yes, that's going to be epic. It's pretty much like the Super Bowl drag racing. So if you like fast cars, if you like loud noises, go up to the drag strip right by the Concord Motor Speedway and check out some Top Fuel drag racing this weekend. And the other cool thing is the Jazz Fest is happening right here in Center City. Multiple locations, tons of internationally known jazz bands, jazz musicians are going to be coming to our city. So if you love jazz, go check it out. If you don't know what really jazz is, check it out and learn about jazz. Tons of activities, tons of lessons, and
I'm sure there's going to be some great live music all over the city. There always is.
Yeah. Plus there's, Snug Harbor and NODA, there's tons of bands.
Yeah.
The NC Music Factory, there's going to be bands this weekend, which actually it's no longer the NC Music Factory. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
It's called the Avid Exchange Music Factory. So Avid Exchange is building the new headquarters. They're at the old NC Music Factory's grounds, which is now the Avid Exchange Music Factory.
Wow. That's pretty interesting.
So basically, it's now being branded, corporate branding of the Music Factory.
Gotcha.
A lot of people are angry about it, but it's actually kind of cool because Avid Exchange is going to be able to do a lot more events and kind of do more things that maybe the NC Music Factory couldn't do before. Like this last weekend, they had the, what was that called? Brews and
Barbecue and brew, or
Yeah, brew and blue, brew and burgers and brew. I don't remember.
You're doing a great job, Scott.
Last weekend they had this like barbecue and beer fest, so that was pretty cool. That was sponsored by Avid Exchange. So guys, thanks for watching our first telecast here at Charlotte Stories, and thanks for joining us here at the corner of Trade and Tryon. Be sure to tune in every Thursday night at 7 p.m. as we do a telecast for Charlotte Stories. Be sure to share this video. Be sure to comment below. Let us know what other news stories you want us to cover. And be sure to have an awesome weekend. So thanks for tuning in, Charlotte, and we will see you next week.